So the year 2025 is about to end, and what better way to end off the year than to recreate probably one of the most stupid memes that has been circulating in the internet in Duel Links. We're gonna make our life points a very specific amount, and if you've seen the thumbnail, you probably could already know what we're trying to do. And the way we're gonna do that is a pretty convoluted setup. So in order to basically make our life points in such a specific number, we need to be able to halve our life points multiple times in order to get the single digits correct. Because otherwise, if you just take damage from battle, even with really weird stat monsters with like something like Castle of Dark Illusions, we can only get a number that is a multiple of 10, and that wouldn't work because we need our last digit to not be a 0. And the way we're going to do that is by halving our life points, and even just by halving our life points we can't get there because if you half from say 4k and then you just go to 2k, 1k, 500, 250, 125, you won't get to that number that we want. So we're gonna make use of something that some of you guys might not know about halving life points, is that if you halve your life points when your life points is in an odd number, your life points actually get rounded off. So, for example, if your life points, if you try to have 3 life points, you don't get, you go to 1.5, and instead of being 1.5, the game just rounds it up to 2. So we're gonna try to do that. We're gonna have our life points multiple times and get to a very, very specific number that we're going to try to achieve. And the way we're going to do that is by using Gandora, the Dragon of Destruction. And the reason is this card has a life point halving effect that is not once per turn. So you might not know this, but the board wipe effect, you can use it as many times as you want, as long as there are cards for you to pop. And instead of, just constantly giving Gandora stuff to pop, we're gonna just negate its effects by Forbidden Chalice. So even when we use the effect to pay life point for cost, it won't actually destroy anything. But because it's not once per turn, you can just use it again and again until you get your life point to the amount that we need. And there is a maximum, technically. I think the game allows you to do a repeated action 16 times, the last time I checked. But we can achieve desired life point count with far less than 16 effect activations, so that wouldn't be a problem. And other than that, we still need to make our life points a specific amount before we can start halving our life points multiple times. And the way we're going to do that is by using Pandemic Dragon, which pays life points in multiples of 100. So basically we can just pay whatever we want to lower our life points arbitrarily. And not only that, because Pandemic Dragon is a level 7 Dark Dragon monster, and Gandora is a level 8 Dark Dragon monster, we can use the skill Monster Morph Evolution, which is a pretty old skill that people have been using to transform Red Eyes into a Gandora back when Gandora first came out, which is like, 9 years ago. And this basically lets you cheat out Gandora, which doesn't sound like you can do it because Gandora says it cannot be special summoned, but the skill just ignores that. You can just cheat out Gandora because the skill can summon anything as long as the monster can be normal summoned, and Gandora can be normal summoned. So even under the restriction of Gandora, you can still use the skill and just make it out. And it only works from the deck, so we are playing a copy of Pot of Generosity to put Gandora back to the deck if we draw it. And after we lower our life points, we will be using a copy of Castle of Dark Illusions because we need 20 life points as like the last 2 digits. So the way we're going to do that is by normal summoning Castle of Dark Illusions and then tributing it for Mystic Walk to gain 920 life points so that our last 2 digits are 20. And then other than that, we're just gonna stall with a bunch of vanillas and thin our deck using these trap cards. And then we're just gonna play against a low-level gate character. And then we're just gonna stall until we draw all the pieces. And then we're just gonna use the skill, turn it into a Gandora, and then just pay life points until we get the funny number. So I guess let's try it out. I haven't tested this yet, but in theory, it should work. Okay, we're against level 10 Yami Yugi, which is probably the most easiest gate character. There probably is more easier ones that have been released over the years, but Yami Yugi will do just fine. We're gonna normal summon a vanilla so that our opponent can't just, attack us full game. And I don't know why the game lags so much when the bot is deciding what to do with a level 10 gauge character, but not much I could do. We'll just draw a couple of cards using the 2 trap cards. We'll normal summon more monsters because we do need tributes for the tribute summon of Pandemic Dragon. And another thing of Pandemic Dragon is that you can only pay life points if you are allowed to lower a monster's attack. So if the highest attack monster on the field aside from Pandemic Dragon is 2k, you can only pay life points up to 2k because you can't pay more than you reduce. So we can't actually pay all our life points at once to get the amount that we need. We have to do it twice. We have to separate it 2 times in order to get our life points to our specific number. And as the specific number that we need is 1200, because once we do that, we can gain 920 life points by using Mystic Walk on the castle to make our life points 2120. And then that is the magic number which will allow us to basically halve our life points, I think 5 times, until we get to the funny number. So for now, we're just going to wait until we draw all our pieces. All we're looking for is pretty much Pandemic Dragon. That's like the most important piece. And then even if we draw Gandora, it's fine because we have the generosity to put it back. And other than the Pandemic Dragon, I think we have everything else. D-Spell is fine, we won't be setting spell cards, they're all trap cards that we are setting. Please give me Pandemic Dragon. I think that's the only thing we're missing. Please, Pandemic Dragon. There we go. Okay. Let's normal summon the Pandemic Dragon. And another thing about Pandemic Dragon is that we have to pay 2800 attack total, but we can't pay 2k and then pay 800, because if we do that, the skill wouldn't trigger. The skill needs us to lower our life points by 1500. So the second life point payment that we do must be 1500 or more. So basically what we have to do is we have to pay 800 first. 800, and then next time we'll pay 2k. And then we will just end our turn. We drew Gandora, but that's fine. Before we pay our life points again, let's actually gain life points. We will be tributing on Mystic Walk, gaining 920 attack. And then we will wait one more turn, and then we can finally do the thing. So we will, I believe, end turn. Okay, now is the setup turn. We will draw a card. First, we're gonna use the pot to put back the Gandora. Gandora and the sushi. We're gonna normal summon anything, just a 2k guy, and then we're gonna use Pandemic Dragon to pay exactly 2k. And now we have our life points at the magic number, which is 2120, which will allow us to get to the number that we need by halving our life points multiple times. We're gonna cheat out the Gandora with our skill. Don't forget to negate the Gandora. And then let's fire the effect. It gets negated, but that's fine. We just need to pay our life points for cost. We'll do it again. We'll do it a third time. We'll do it a fourth time. And one more activation. And there we go. We've done it. We've made the funny number. And well, I guess that's it. We've done it. This deck couldn't actually win, I don't think. So this will be the end of the game. I guess let's attack. But yeah, let's let our opponent summon a guy and attack us full game because that's funny. All right, just end my misery. And there it is. Probably the most stupid video that I've ever made. This year at least. And okay, not don't really know what to say other than thanks for watching and bye bye.